nothing, just like really chill, really super chill. It's still possible, of course. Anybody's capable of anything, in my opinion, and you never really know anyone unless it's you. But so that's pretty crazy stuff. WWE came out and said, basically that's some crazy news, and we'll let the legal, system speak from here. Like we don't have any more comments. So, boy, WWE just they're legends like week after week after week. A few weeks ago it's Hogan with his racist comments. Then last week it's Greg the Hammer Valentine with his sexist comments. Now this week it's Jimmy Snuka with murder. Like, man, WWE just I don't know. Maybe we come up with some sort of program for our old retired wrestlers. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, all right. Well, that's it for pro wrestling talk, and that's almost it for the show. Actually, we are out of topics, and that means it is time for Balls Deep Thought of the Day. Now, Balls Deep Thought of the Day, we're going to bring it back real quick to what we started the show with. Kind of try to do that. NCAA football. Balls Deep Thought for the Day, it regards the FBS 4-team football playoff. And here is the thought. What the heck can we do? How can we change it so that it's right? So that it actually works and it's right, okay? Because this stupid 4-team one we've got doesn't work. It doesn't accomplish fairness. It doesn't accomplish the two best teams playing for the title. All it accomplishes is 2 extra games on TV, which accomplishes 2 extra events worth of revenue. That's all it accomplishes, okay? It doesn't accomplish squat as far as, what they said ethically, sports-wise, competition-wise it's supposed to accomplish, okay? Every championship in every sport, every year, we want the 2 best teams, okay? Whether you agreed with this findings or not, the old system did that. It took everything into consideration that has transpired throughout the entire season. Based off of that, numerically, formulatically, it determines who the 2 best teams are, and then those 2 teams play for the championship. Problems abound, huge, with the 4-team championship. I opposed it from day one. And before they said we're going to a playoff, I said we need a playoff. It needs to be a 6-team playoff. That way you still have your BCS top 1 and top 2, okay? They get a first-round bye. They get rewarded, okay? Then you've got your 4, at-large wild card bids, and they have their own round competing against each other. Then the 2 winners of those games, by having already earned it in a playoff game, get the opportunity to face the 1 and the 2 seed in the second round. So they're at a disadvantage because they've already played a game. The 1 and 2 seeds are at an advantage. They had a bye. They're fresh. And then, if one of the wildcard teams beats that 1 or 2 seed, they've earned the championship game. They've earned that opportunity to play in the championship game because they beat a peer and they beat a superior. Okay? Current format, all it does is it excludes teams. Okay? We've still only got 4. Alright? We need more than 4. We need 6 or we need 8. The perfect number has always been 6, and it always will be 6. Determine your top 2 teams that you would have playing in the championship, other old circumstances, and give them a first-round bye in your playoffs. It rewards them, okay? But it still doesn't guarantee their appearance in the championship game or a championship for them, okay? The only way you can make it work currently, keeping the 4-team format, which, I hope it goes to 6 or 8. I'd rather have 8 teams than 4 teams, because at least then, yes, you've got your top 2 teams having to play the same amount of games as the lessers, but they're playing against 7 and 8 seeds, teams where there is a significant difference, okay? Right now, the 1 and 2 seeds are playing against 3 and 4. We're 1 and 2 overall in the world playing against 3 and 4 overall in the world. Like, there's no difference there, okay? And then to make things even worse, the one thing they could do at least is, well, the top 2 seeds in our 4-team playoff host that first round playoff game. So last year Alabama would have hosted the Ohio State Buckeyes at the University of Alabama. But instead it's set on a neutral field. So the 4 seed and the 1 seed are literally exactly the same. They've got the exact same advantages and disadvantages. That is freaking wrong. That's the whole opposite and defeating the purpose of seeding in the first place. All you're doing is punishing. You're basically taking your top 2 teams who past years, all right, you went through the whole season, you proved that you're one of the 2 best teams, you go play for the championship. Now we go, okay, you prove you're one of the 2 best teams, you got to win a play-in game to go play in the championship. That's freaking ridiculous. The current format punishes the 2 best teams in college football, and it needs to be fixed ASAP. Simplest way to fix it, you switch it to a 6-team playoff. You get to include those 2 extra teams. You give the top 2 buys. Everybody's freaking happy, okay? More weeks of football, more games, more universities, more teams, more money, okay? Everybody wins. The next step, or another way you could do it is, like I said, you keep it the 4-team, but we're going to reward the top 2 seeds by letting them host the game, where the seeds 3 and 4 will have to win an actual road game to advance to the championship. Okay? That would suffice. I don't like it as much as the 6 teams, but it at least still accomplishes the goals. And then the third one, like I said, would be, well, let's just make it to 8 teams then, so that the top 2 teams are playing undoubtedly, inarguably lesser competition than the 3, than the next 2, than the 3 seed and 4 seed. So that's my solution. That's my answer, and that's my problem. Let me know how you feel. Like I said, I feel like I'm the only person, and that the whole world loves the 4-team playoff and thinks it's fantastic and perfect and the best thing since sliced bread. I think it's really stupid and really flawed and almost worse than the BCS. But with the right tweaks and right fixings, it could be the best thing ever for the sport. Let me know what you think. Tweet me at BDST Show on Twitter. Message me, Scotty-Ball on Facebook. Thank you so much for listening. It's Balls Deep Sports Talk every week here on Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on WNLMradio.com. Thanks again for listening. Have a great, safe, and fun Labor Day weekend. I'll see you back here next Wednesday night. Same Balls Deep time, same Balls Deep channels. I'm out. Peace.